So it's been great receiving feedback for Blood Chutney sitting on Amazon Prime Video, and there's been a lot of appreciation for the overall spirit of the show, the intention behind it, the spirit behind it, and more often than not, the comedy of it. But there has also been a significant conjecture on whether the show is sexist or whether it's pro women or bordering feminist. So there's enough of a gray area and an analysis of that, and there have been a lot of reflection on two instances in the show which show the show off to be in very poor light and bordering sexist. And therefore, in the spirit of that, they've analyzed the rest of the show, saying, so what is the nature of the politics, the gender politics of the show? I must admit, having been reflected upon by enough number of people and brought to my light, I do believe that the two instances, the two JPEGs, and the two jokes that are under scrutiny at that point of time are very lazily, clunkily written pieces, which do not stand by themselves in a very, very good light. When you put those jokes under the microscope and analyze them, they are very, very poor testaments of the overall spirit of the show, and by themselves they are very, very poorly, lazily written pieces, which show off the people mentioned in those jokes in a very poor light, and I am responsible for that completely. I've in fact addressed those people involved in it, and even apologizing, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Poor writing. Could have done better. But when you analyze the overall show from just the point of view of those two jokes, does it do justice to the overall politics of the show? I would believe not, because the intention behind the piece, and I assure you of this, and more people, some people have seen it and been able to stand testament to that. The intention behind the piece was to create something that was supportive of women, asking the question, saying, why do we treat women differentially? Why do we treat them differentially negatively? Why can't we treat them differentially positively? That was the intention behind the creation of the show itself. It brings these two jokes in the first 10 minutes of the show, and then in the notion that later on we will talk about those topics that people laughed about and agreed to laugh about, and then we will deconstruct it as such. But that sometimes has sent out a wrong message, miscommunicated, and I'm fully responsible for that communication, because they were put there for a reason by me, and they have probably backfired and they haven't worked so well. Does that mean I'm a sexist, or am I a misogynist, or am I a feminist, am I pro-women? These are all labels that I'm not willing to stand by and say I'm one or the other, but I do believe that the spirit of the show is actually very pro-women, and I intended to create a safe space with a commentary, a comedic commentary, which leaves you feeling, saying this is talking about very progressive dialogue in the future. But I do believe today in the entire Me Too paradigm right now, there's a lot of grays. We don't know where we stand. None of us know where we stand, and until we put a word out there, we don't know what is the shade of that opinion. Is it black, white, gray? How gray is it? What side of gray is it? Black or white? I have erred in that same space. So I do not know where I stand with respect to the politics of it, but I can assure you that the intention behind it was to be pro-women. But I do value the kind of reactions that I've got, both positive and negative, with respect to the show. It feels worthy to be reflected upon by people who have said good things about the show, bad things about the show. Thank you for having paid attention to a show, because that's all a stand-up comic today wants to do, to push that envelope and get somebody reacting to something that he's saying. I thank everybody who have given that time of the day. But if you have seen only 2 JPEGs and not seen 77 minutes of the show, I really would urge you to go see the 77 minutes of the show, because it is a show that has brought enough topics up for debate. And let the debate not remain saying, ivar nallavara, ivar kettavara, is he blood or is he chutney? I think let's go beyond that and let's analyze what the show has brought up. But thank you for watching.